What do Ms Piggy, Lenny Kravitz, and Jason Momoa all have in common? The Game Awards 2025. We hunkered down for a 3.5-hour award show that honored this year's best in video games. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 was the big winner of the night, and our better game oracles are revealed. All this and more in the podcast, so let's go.
Get ready for the Girls on Games podcast, your weekly dose of news, reviews, and everything video games. Always served with a good helping of hype and just a pinch of salt. And now, your host, Leah.
Hello and welcome to another Girls on Games podcast. My name is Leah. I'm the host of this show. This is episode number 521, and joining me around the digital table includes Catherine. Hello.
Hello.
And Joelle. What's up?
Hello. It's in the double digits above freezing today, so it was almost shorts weather. I mean, basically.
Oh,
basically.
my goodness.
Basically.
Oh, my goodness. We are not like that here right now in Toronto. That is for darn sure. Oh, my goodness. Folks, Game Awards. They happened last week.
They sure did.
Was fun watching along with people in the community. Probably the only good way to enjoy that show. Not going to lie. I wasn't a fan. I don't have nice things to say.
Salt. The salt
and it's not the fault of all the teams that won the awards. But we're going to get into that in a little bit. First, some housekeeping. If you enjoy this show, you can subscribe. We're available on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Podbean. If you'd like to give us a tip, maybe buy us a coffee, you could do that by going to our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/girlsongames. I am very soon, over the holiday break, going to be putting out a poll of some sort in the Discord for us to figure out when we're going to do the next Fantasy Critic draw, because we're there. It's time.
Mm-hmm. It's time.
So, that's coming up. Stay tuned if you'd like to join in this year. Also, we'll be continuing to do it as a podcast league as well as a community league. That will be lots of fun. So stay tuned for that. Ladies, what have you been up to this week? Catherine.
Oh, I am living for my upcoming vacation. I'm just trying to make it through. That is basically it. Other than that, starting to shop for Christmas baking, stocking on butter and flour and all that jazz. Spoke with my sister-in-law to see what kind of help she needs with, because she, bakes up a storm, because she gives cookies and stuff to like teachers and coaches, and I have a peanut allergy, but we have a brand of nuts. Like, I can eat nuts, I just can't eat peanuts. Tree nuts are fine, but there's a brand that makes peanut-free guaranteed tree nuts, and they're more expensive. So I usually have to make a batch of some of the almond cookies that we like, that are been in my family for generations. I usually make a batch of like peanut-free for myself and for the family and for the nights that I'm going to be there. So I'm gearing up to do that next weekend. But yeah, kept it pretty quiet this week. Actually, on Saturday, met up with Darth Kyle of the Discord. We went to try a new Italian restaurant. It's where Dinette Triple Crown used to be. RIP Dinette Triple Crown.
I didn't know it was gone.
It unfortunately closed after COVID.
No.
Dad.
For those who don't know, it was the chef was from Kentucky, but it was like classic Southern food, like Southern United States food, with the collard greens and the hush puppies and the cornbread.
Oh my god!
A lot of bourbon-based drink from the bar, stuff like that, but with a bit of a local twist. Some stuff had maple syrup in it, basically.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it was the best fried chicken in town.
There is an ad campaign in the subway here in Toronto right now talking about all the different ways maple syrup should be added to food, including, which I never thought of before, tomato sauce for pasta. I knew I wouldn't have done that before. I wouldn't have put two and two together. But yeah, there's a whole ad campaign for maple syrup.
But did you do it?
No, not yet.
Oh.
We haven't had the opportunity to do it. I need to
I
do
don't
it,
know.
but I just thought it was funny that
Mm.
I wouldn't have thought to put maple syrup in my tomato sauce. Would you?
I mean, you need to put a bit of sugar to cut the acidity.
Yeah, well, there
That's
might be a
probably
reason
why, right?
for that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put something that's like flavor forward, like maple syrup or
No.
honey, to be honest. Because usually you put those because you also want the viscosity of it.
Maybe. I don't know. I've been influenced. I'm curious. Now I need to go look up a recipe of pasta sauce with tomato pasta sauce, that is, with maple syrup in it.
I wonder if there's like a savory maple syrup, because we got some maple syrup from the farmer's market this last summer that was delicious, and it was like really, it was like infused flavor wise. So I wonder if there's like a savory.
It'd have to be infused because I mean it is
Yeah.
literally sugars out of a tree.
It's just
Well,
it's just sugar.
Yeah.
It's pure sugar.
They do make like a mustard, soy sauce, garlic, vinegar. Like, wow.
That sounds like dressing.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like dressing, but I'm
You
just
can
saying
make that
like,
yourself.
yeah.
Don't pay a premium on the maple syrup. That's pre-made. No, what my brother did is his school makes honey because they have beehives.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabbed some of the honey and he infused it with Thai chili peppers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To make hot honey.
Hot honey.
But it's still very sweet.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Cool. Joelle, what were you up to?
Yo, I shopped.
Yo, you gotta do it. It is the season to spend the monies.
Oh my God, I went
shopping
too far.
for you or for other people.
Well, there were so many good intentions to shop for other people, and then it just didn't happen. Well, I really needed a new pair of headphones, like for my PC and desk, and like for work and stuff. And it's I really needed a new pair because my other pair of SteelSeries was totally crapping out on me. So I was irresponsible, and I went and I got the new Arctis, SteelSeries Arctis Elite pair of headphones, and I immediately regretted spending it, but then I got home and started using them, and my regrets are now gone. So they're really great. I've never quite had like a higher end pair of headphones like this before. The SteelSeries that I had before, they were wireless, but they weren't Bluetooth compatible. So I'm just like night and day. You can hook up to I think you can hook up to 8 devices. Like the hub can support 8 devices, and when I have the thing that's like my computer is on right now, so it's on USB 1, and they give you this little display that you can look at, and it shows you the volume, like the volume pitches, the left and right, like the little sensors like go up and down.
The equalizer thing with the green to the red and the yellow.
Yeah. So it shows you all that, and it shows you your battery life. Okay. And then like your volume knob is right here, which is really nice to do. And then also what's really cool is that it's a battery pack. And so the hub charges the battery, and it shows you on the hub where your current battery is within the headset. So I can see like where my battery is actually almost dead. It should last the rest of the recording, but the other one is charging. So when this one's dead, you just swap out the batteries and you just keep going.
Smart.
Yeah, and the batteries go on the sides of the ear pieces, and how you access them is that there's a little panel, and it's all magnets.
Neat.
So you just like there's a little slot where you can like put your thumbnail on, and you just pop out the slot, and then you just change the battery, and you like are on your way.
Oh wow!
But it's really something. And then they gave you like there's a retractable microphone that they gave me a pop filter for. They gave me a carrying case. And then also this is Bluetooth, so it does also connect to my phone. So you can, like right now, it's my work computer, my PC is paired, my phone will be paired, and I'm not even like halfway done with the devices that I can use with these things. So yeah, so it's as much as an appliance, but whatever. I was like, well, the Steel series, they lasted me so long.
Yeah.
And they worked perfectly, like no issues. They were, tried and true, steady and reliable. And they just, nothing lasts, forever. So I just wore them out, and I'm really excited to like wear these for the next, hopefully, like 5 to 8 years. So, but yeah. So I did that. And then the other thing that I also bought that I was so excited about was there was this pop-up little Christmas market shop at the mall that we went to, and they had these adorable glasses by a company called Cheerware, and they had a like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild line, and the glasses have like the little bloopies, the blue little creatures with like the flower bombs and the frogs and the snails and arrows. And then another glass was all about the horses. So, like the horse god is on there, some of the horses from the game, cooking utensils, cooking ingredients like carrots and things like that. They had one with the Koroks, like a Korok themed one as well. And man, did they sucker me in. I totally bought, well, actually, I bought 4 glasses altogether, but 2 of them were Breath of the Wild related. And they do have them online. And it's fun because the glass has these really great prints, and they say that they are dishwasher friendly on the top rack. The straw is a really pretty frosted blue that like matches the cup. So that's really nice. And then the top is like a silicone top. So like really sustainable. Like hopefully I don't break these things, like drop it and break it. But I wish that I had like more Zelda fans locally, because these would be a great like stocking stuffer. I don't know. They were so cute. I just
What
got
is it
lost.
about having nice
Ugh,
glassware?
I don't know.
Like anything. You get a nice teacup they really like.
I know.
A travel mug that you're obsessed with. A glass. Like there's something about it. The tactile, like looking at it, the touch of it, the feel of it brings so much joy.
It does. So
yeah.
and I'm just ready for work to be done.
I know. I've got my last day of work tomorrow. Last week was nuts with so many events and things going on. And then my little niece had her first birthday on Saturday, so we were at the party for that.
Aww.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And I'm catching up on Heated Rivalry. Are you ladies watching that show at all?
Not yet. I was waiting for Sharzy to come out so that I would kind of like sub for a year or a month and do like catch up. But I've heard good things about it. I was familiar with the novel before.
Yeah.
And when I saw that Jacob Tierney of Letterkenny, like the co-showrunner, picked up that novel and got the rights to make a show, I was like, this is going to be good. Like, I know the original stuff is smut, and like, I'm not, no shame to people out there, I'm not a smut reader. But like, this is such a moment of like, I need to take part in this. Like, I know this is like 10% hockey and 90% these dudes kissing.
It's a lot of relationship stuff, but it deals with like a lot of the prejudices and stuff about gay men playing in hockey and things like that. It takes place in the past. So like they go to Sochi for the Olympics. And part of it. So like, yeah, it's good. It's racy. It's fun to watch.
I was told it is like that honestly that I should get it on it. So I'm probably gonna binge and catch up. But you know, like I just read the synopsis. It's basically the like, what if the Montreal Boston rivalry happened with captains that kissed each other? And I was like, I'm in. Absolutely.
I'm in.
My whole TikTok feed right now is that plus the John Hamm meme where people are like pretending they're in 2010 and then they put their head back and then it turns into John Hamm in that club scene with that song playing, which is a great song, by the way.
It's a great song.
Yeah. I got a lot of heated rivalry too. I got a bunch of people saying like, why haven't you licensed this? But it's like, when you look at Canadian content versus American content, like you definitely see like the difference. And I guess, and I guess when they were like, all right, let's pick up a smut book and literally make a series out of it, I don't think Crave and Jacob Tierney and everybody involved were ready for people to just demand to have that series. I think they thought it was going to stay a bit of a niche Canadian success because even Letterkenny broke containment, but not that far.
Oh, in the US, it was pretty popular.
Yeah, but now people in Europe are like, where can I watch this fucking show? And Australia is like, common, like we're all, what is it called? Commonwealth, ain't
Commonwealths.
it? Yeah,
give it to us. I think it's on HBO in the US, I think.
HBO Max, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm excited to I don't know what this is.
Oh yeah. Romance,
I don't know.
2 men, hockey.
It's
literally
best.
the captains of the 2 of the biggest hockey teams. They're called like the Montreal Voyageurs and the Boston whatever, but it's the Habs and the Bruins.
Yeah.
Literally kind of fall in love and
cute.
And kind of keep it secret. I think it was for years or something. I'm very loose. I have friends that gave me like, at one point I asked, I was like, maybe I should get into like these YA romance novels that like people are really into. And I was like, if I'm going to read those, I'm like, can somebody give me like the best ones? Like, I don't want to read through, and I'm like, plus, I like to read about stuff I'm unfamiliar with. So like definitely like queer romances way better than like, I don't know, straight romances. And somebody in one of my Discord was like, you summoned me? First and foremost, they were like, I know you're Canadian. There's heated rivalry. And I was like, oh, okay. And they were like, do you know the one about the American that falls in love with like the prince? Basically like the American president, like it's red, white, and royal blue. There was a movie for it on Prime. They were like, the actual novel is good as well. And a bunch of stuff. Like, I'll have to pull out the list. Like, I kind of saved it and never looked into it. And then, like, 6 months later, I saw Jacob Tierney announcing he was making Heated Rivalry as a show. And I was like, oh, well, there's one book I don't have to read now. I can watch it.
I don't know, because I haven't read the books, how it jumps around and stuff, because the first 2 episodes focus on one couple, and then the third episode focus on another couple, but they're all kind of intertwined. And now I have the 4th episode still to watch. But yeah, they're beautifully shot. They're racy. It's so much fun.
If it's well made, I'm down for it.
Very well made.
Yeah. I haven't dabbled in romance outside of video games, but I do enjoy it in video games. So I was like, maybe I should look into it in other medias. It's just like when it's a passive media, sometimes I'm just like, yeah, but I want to be involved in the decision. I want to pick who we fall in love with.
Well, I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but then the other side of it is, I guess around Thanksgiving, I decided to pick up a physical book. I hadn't bought a physical book in a while because my problem always was I was moving so much. And then I moved books cross borders and back again. And I was just like, enough. And I picked one up mostly because everything we do is attached to a screen. And I was just tired. But I picked up the book. It's Lights Out. It's another one that's like on the top of the bestseller list right now. It's also super racy. But yeah, I read it in a weekend because I was just like, I couldn't put it down, 1. And 2, it was just like something that I do that wasn't staring at a screen. I'm not looking at a computer or a TV screen or my phone or something. You know what I mean? So I just needed a good break for my eyes. So I bought the second book. It's waiting there for me to of Lights Out, that is that series that I'm waiting for vacation to start, and I will sit down and snuggle in and read that, along with continue to play tons of video games and watch more TV shows and all that stuff, try to catch up on stuff that I've missed.
Well, we're getting a new season of Shorzy as of Christmas, so.
I know! There's so much content to watch this Christmas. Like, Christmas Day, Mike and I are going to get up, I already bought the turkey, so we're going to get up, make, open presents, make breakfast, get the turkey on, and then probably sit down and watch all of Stranger Things, and then get into Shorzy. So, yeah.
Sounds great.
Are they doing just a whole season release for Shorzy or episode by episode?
I would imagine it's a full season. That's usually what they do.
Okay.
So people can binge it. Because their episodes are they're short.
Yeah.
They're not full, hour-long episodes. I thought they were usually around the 22-minute mark, right?
But they're definitely longer and more fleshed out than Letterkenny. Letterkenny feels like just a bunch of skits or almost like Simpsons.
I love the cold opens of Letterkenny.
Oh,
some of those are some of the best written, just, what would you call that when you get
dialogue? Monologues?
Monologue, yeah.
The super cold open is one of my favorites. Where they go to the alphabet. Sorry.
You know what else has great cold opens? Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That show's so funny.
Oh, my God. That's like comfort food. We can't find anything to watch. We turn on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, that show is so. I'm so glad they brought it back on, and then they ended it well, and there was a whole debacle, but it was such a good show.
Yeah, totally. All right, let's get into the Fantasy Critic, ladies. I think we can consider the Podcast League finny for this year. That is 2025. There were no points earned this week, no bids. And there's nothing left game-wise to release on our list. Everything was pushed into next year. So, we are finishing with myself in third, Catherine in second, and Joelle taking the crown. Congratulations, Joelle.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
By a hair.
By a hair.
By a hair.
In the Community League, now, we did have some points awarded. There's also a bunch of games that still have needs more reviews or needs an open critic link. So I feel like even though we're close, there's no other games to release after this week based on what people have kind of picked in their rosters. I feel like we still need to wait to next week just in case some other points and links kind of come about. So here's where we stand in the last round of awarded points for the most part. Terminator 2D No Fate, critic of 76 points of 6. That was on Phoenix's list. Pioneers of Pagonia needs more reviews. That's on Fred's list. Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension needs an open critic link. That's on Albane's list. Unbeatable, critic of 76 points of 6. That's on Phoenix's list, but also counter-picked by Albane. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon needs more reviews. That's on Margot's list. Death Howl, critic of 80 points of 10. That's on Margot's list as well. There were no bids this week and no drops. Like I said, this is the roster right now. This could be the finale, but may not be. We will check in again with it next week. In first is Ross. Then Darth, Kat, Albane, Jessica, Margot, Pat, NJK, myself, Phoenix, Fred, Stainsby Kingsby, Simone, and coming in with still no games released and nothing coming is Joelle with exactly 0 points on the board.
Amazing.
And there we go. All right. Ladies, what are you playing this week? Catherine, are you done Ghosts of Yote?
I got to a quest and they were like, hey, that's the final quest. I was like, cool story, bro. I have 15 minutes left, so I turned off the game and I never turned it back on. I'll be finishing it this weekend, most likely. It's just
perfect.
Yeah, I just didn't have the time to sit down and finish it, and I was gross. I was out of money, so my guns are not fully upgraded. Everything else is fully upgraded, but my guns are not. I feel like the worst gamer, but it doesn't matter. I don't really use them.
Joelle, how about you? Playing Arc Raiders? Did you find a solution to your internet problems you were having?
Oh my gosh, I was so upset. I couldn't believe it. I was so disappointed. But we went through this whole shebang. A tech came out, the whole thing, and then eventually we did find a solution. And now the internet is running amazing. But but we were having some major internet slowdown and outage and all these problems. So, but we did find a solution, and I did jump back into Arc Raiders. I guess I play shooters now. This is my first shooter. This is my first extraction game, and I'm having a really good time. It is really fun, but sometimes people are so mean. Like, people are so rude. I can't believe it. It is the biggest betrayal ever when somebody's by you and they're like, we're friendly. And then you get in the elevator to escape the map and go down and keep your loot. And then they shoot you in the elevator as you're going down. And when you die in round, you lose everything.
Those bitches.
And it's like, you mother effers. Like, so rude. So, but we found like some really nice people that have shared loot with us. It's really, really fun. So I'm having a good time. I'm hoping that we can continue to kind of dip in and out, and I'm getting used to it. This is also the first like keyboard, like mouse and keyboard. So look at me, I'm growing. And I'm having a really good time. I'm also still playing Ball X Pit. That is just such a really fun, satisfying game to play, and I hope to like finish the game to like get all the levels unlocked and things like that. So I'm hoping I can kind of get that done by the end of the year. So yeah, it's been a good time. I stayed up one night like way too late playing Arc Raiders. Just like, oh, one more, I need this and I need that, and yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft as per usual. This week was just nuts, and I literally did not get a chance to play until Sunday, yesterday. Literally did not touch a console. It was just chaos, so much going on. And on Tuesday of last week, the Mounts of Mayhem update released with the underwater mounts and things like that, and zombie horses and whatnot. So I'm continuing to build my base. And yeah, looking forward to going and catching a nautilus and swimming around in the ocean to see all the cool things. But yeah, and getting a spear and deciding to use a new weapon. It's, you don't often get brand new weapons in Minecraft, so want to go and play around with it while you can. But I've got like a laundry list now of things I want to do for like 2 Point Museum and the Pokemon DLC, which also just came out. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I am looking forward to Wednesday. I've decided I've got a long vacation, but I've essentially decided for myself, though I do want to do a few projects like house stuff and whatever over the holidays and bake and whatnot. Wednesday, I'm just playing games.
Hell yeah.
I might not even shower.
Excellent.
I might just roll out of bed and get to my couch in my pajamas and maybe only shower enough to put new pajamas on and go to bed at night.
Wonderful.
That's what I'm going to do on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Top tier living.
Yep. That's what I want to do. That's what I call kicking off the vacation, right?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like, vacations is for showering only to put on fresh pajamas.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep. That's what Christmas vacation is for.
That's right.
All right. This is a video game podcast, so let's play a podcast game about video games. Joelle, you have a game for us this week.
Well, I'm glad I still get to use it because I put a lot of effort into it. The game that I wanted to play with you ladies and Jen was going to be the Guess the Cozy Game Trope. Because there are some serious tropes that always occur in cozy games. And I kind of did a fun little description of the trope. And like think like really, really like obvious, like these aren't trick questions for the trope. So we'll do an example that I have here to kick us off is that the description would be convert wood into smaller wood, then into a table that exists solely to make more wood. Like, what would be the mechanic or like trope of the
crafting?
Okay. So they're going to be kind of like a silly little satirical description of the trope, and then then you guess the trope. So,
okay.
All right. Next one. Transform dirt into slightly shinier dirt, then sell it back to dirt enthusiasts for pocket change.
Mining?
Close.
Dirt into better dirt and you sell it? Are you making fertilizer?
Like what's like think so like mining, and then like what else do you do besides mining?
Scavenging?
With dirt.
Planting?
Close. What is that called when you do planting?
Agriculture?
Farming. Yes.
Shinier dirt.
Yeah. Then sell it to dirt enthusiasts for pocket change.
Nice.
All right. Watch the grass change color 4 times a year and pretend it's spiritual growth.
Oh, it's the seasons.
Seasons?
Yeah, seasons. All right. Move a couch 3 pixels to the left, and suddenly your life has meaning.
Home decor, home decorating, homesteading.
Yes, decorating. All right. Sell swords to townsfolk who never fight anything, then buy bread with your sword money.
A merchant?
I'll give it to you. Starting a business. Yeah. You start a business. This one's a little deep. This one is like maybe a little deep, but we'll see if we get there. All right. Resolve lifelong emotional wounds by hugging ghosts until they agree to become constellations.
Oh, that's Spiritfarer.
Yeah. So like, what do you do in Spiritfarer?
Grief?
You're
relationships?
You're really close with grief. What, like
therapist?
Okay, I'll just say it says like healing trauma was something that you do in Cozy Creates.
Okay.
There's deep emotional healing that happens in Cozy Games. All right. Engage in aquatic tug of war with a green bar that hates you personally.
Oh, fishing. Fuck you, Stardew Valley.
That is definitely fishing. All right. And then last one is you court someone by handing them 200 jars of jam until they legally agree to co-own your barn.
That's literally the relationships starting.
Yeah.
That is romance townspeople.
You've given me exactly 203 jars of jam. We're ready to get married now.
Yeah. I will co-own your barn.
I'm just going to hang out with you.
I'm just gonna live here.
What do these spouses do besides like let you have kids? But like I'm
still
the one like with the Excel spreadsheet season after season.
Yeah, like you're gonna work for it. Like you're gonna.
I mean that's why people used to partner up and have kids to help on the farm.
Yeah. That's the only reason.
I don't think the kids ever help on the farm in Stardew Valley.
I don't think anybody helps in Stardew Valley ever.
That's not realistic.
No, that's true. And I think if you want to get rid of your kids, you have to, or get rid of your spouse or something. No, it's your kids. I think you have to go visit the witch or something. If I remember correctly, I never did that in the game.
You have to go to the witch to get rid of your kids?
Yeah, there's a statue or something. There's something like that in order if you want to like get rid of your child, and if you want to, I don't remember how it is that to divorce somebody. I don't know if you go to the mayor or something like that. Then they like forget you ever existed. It's not like.
Oh my gosh!
Why would you? If the kids are useless, why get rid of them to begin with? Like
they take resources. Do you have to feed them?
No,
not even. Oh. This is Stardew Valley. They're literally just a trophy.
That's funny.
Oh my god!
I feel like you play Stardew Valley and then you have to go play Spiritfarer to heal your trauma that occurred on Stardew Valley.
Apparently Google wanted to chime in. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know what I said to like trigger it, but like it started talking. I have my headphones on, so I'll have to wait and listen back through the microphone to see what it said to us. Hopefully it wasn't anything too bad. All right, ladies, let's take a wee break and get into topic of the week, which is reviewing the Game Awards 2025 edition. We'll be right back. We're at the end of the year, and last week was the Video Game Awards. The Game Awards, that is, 2025 edition. And we've had quite a few of these now. We've been through a lot of different presentations in the video game realm and honoring different game studios throughout the years. And this one was not my favorite. I'm not going to lie, ladies. We were talking earlier off the chat or off recording of the podcast. And I think the only reason that I found it somewhat enjoyable was the fact that I was on with a bunch of the community chatting, talking smack, doing all that kind of stuff. We got into a deep conversation about AI at one point.
We did. It's true.
So yeah, overall feeling of the event and awards. Joelle, I'll start with you because I know you were on the call with us. What'd you think?
Yeah, I loved the pre-show, which I think is like, we chat a little bit about like why there's a pre-show, but I did really enjoy that. And I enjoyed some of the trailers that I liked. Like I thought that I'm just going through Audio Mech. That sounded kind of cool, like where you use music as weapons with a strong neon design. So that I thought was really interesting. That piqued my interest. The other one that I thought was really cool that I thought was just that was really good. Tomb Raider, like that announcement and trailer I thought was good.
That was weird though. There's two games.
It was all weird.
It was two games. I don't understand.
I don't know. But it was all weird. And then the Divinity trailer, that made me uncomfortable.
Agreed.
But I also wanted it, which then made me confused. Yeah. So there was a lot of feelings all at one time. And I was like, I don't watch the show to...
That's a basic Larian experience, though.
Here's the thing. I was more grossed out by watching the close-up of the dude chomping down on some food than actually seeing the dude being sacrificed.
Yeah, that was gross. The amount of different horror things they touched upon, I was like, oh boy. Like, was it the best one? Like, no. I thought it was really long. I was like, this is really long. And one of my favorite parts personally is the band and the orchestra when they play the Game of the Year nominated songs. And they didn't do that, which made me really sad. I was like, oh, I kind of like that was one of my favorite parts. So I don't know. They've been going in kind of a weird direction, the Game Awards. And so I think like this one, it's like, like, I don't know. It's just going in a strange space. I feel like it's not celebrating games. It's just more of how can we make this like more like other award shows, like with flashy and entertainers and celebrities and all that kind of stuff. And
there's no commercials for other movies at the Oscars.
No.
Yeah, no.
You know, that's what frustrates me. Like, it's just a marketing ploy. And that's why it's so bloody long. And like, I'm not going to lie, I got more out of the wholesome snack than I got out of the Game Awards of games that I actually want to play.
Every year. For me, it's like the wholesome snack and whatever direct PlayStation or Nintendo might do before or after. But the actual Game Awards is more like...
Yeah. 7:30 to 11 o'clock. Is that what we did?
That's a long
show.
That's a long show.
I know there's lots of people that put lots of effort into the games. Let's just talk about the announcements to start, then we'll get into the actual awards. I know there's lots of people that put lots of works into these games and all that kind of stuff, but like there was just I just felt like it was just almost like the same thing we were seeing over and over and over again, and nothing. There was a few that stood out of games wise, and we can roll through some of them that do, but it just felt really, really samey. And I guess they've got a certain target demo based on who they know are going to be watching that night, but like, and then just I'd say the only, like, there's a few cute moments. They brought back the Muppets again, which is always interesting. I think the part with Ms Piggy and Ralph singing the songs about video games was pretty funny, but then Ms Piggy hitting on Jeff Neely,
that was weird.
No,
didn't like it.
No, Ms Piggy
didn't like
Kermit,
it.
Man, where the fuck's Kermit?
I don't know, but I didn't like. I was like, Ms Piggy, you gotta You got to keep it in your pants there, lady. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
It's 2025. We've learned about we've had our harassment training. We've learned
That's
about
right.
consent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've learned what's appropriate or not in a workplace. Like if you get hired by an award show, like I'm sorry, the
HR jail.
the Pepe Le Pew / Ms Piggy brand of flirting did not age well. We can move on from that.
Yeah.
Another awkward moment. Though I appreciate them having the cast of Street Fighter movie on stage, I just felt like that was really odd. In just how it was delivering, is like the guys never used a microphone before in their lives. I don't know if you noticed that. But yeah, and then just celebrity appearances. Though, not gonna lie, having Lenny Kravitz come out,
that was the best one.
Announcement in the game, like that was probably a good one that worked out.
That was worth it. Like I don't mind when there's a few, like when you have the Keanu Reeves moment and you have the Rock moment. Like that's a moment in the show, which is fun, and that's why it makes it cool. But when it's kind of all the time, then it really loses its luster. And I don't know. I wish it was just more about the year in gaming. I like hearing about the studios and the stories and the people. Like that's what I really like about the Game Awards, that it celebrates the games and what happened instead of just what's coming. Because we have so many directs during the year. Like I don't need that at the Game Awards, but
I mean the stuff that did pop off. Kat, did you see because I know we had been talking about it before, the Control sequel?
Oh, yeah. I did, and I'm so excited that we get to play her brother. Because like if you've played Control, that story is fucked up. Like Control as a game is fucked up. But when she finds her brother and what happened to him and what's going on, I was like, oh, that is capital F fucked up. So I'm really happy that like the sequel is about him, because I was like, what are they going to do for the sequel? I guess it would be the continuation of what happens with the department, or now that she's chairman and, like more like towards like, are we going to connect with Alan Wake? But the fact that they chose to be like, let's dive deeper into this fucked up guy's head. And the fact that the first Control was basically gunplay and superpowers. I'll be honest though, at one point I forgot I had a gun. I was having too much fun like throwing filing cabinets as people. The fact that this one you'll have like a melee weapon, like like I've been feeling melee weapon. Thank you to like games like God of War. Melee weapons are having a resurgence because like I think a lot of people are doing good melee combat with that heft. God of War, Elden Ring, stuff like that. And I was telling like how Dragon Age, the Veilguard, like for once the warrior is like one of the best class to play, and it was just so much fun throwing that shield around. Like when I saw like that trailer and some of the gameplay and how they're mixing power with the weapon and like him making a giant fucking hammer and just like swinging it and just like, but the way it felt like magnetic to make the weight, the heft, and then going into smaller weapons to get like more agile. I was like, yes. You've played all the right games. Give me that mechanic. I was hyped. But mind you, like when I looked at the Larian trailer and like the Control trailer, I was hyped because I was waiting for those. I can see how like if you're watching the Game Awards and you're just getting bombarded with like a bunch of trailers, if you don't know what Control is, you're just like, okay, creepy vibes. Who's this dude in a pajama? Like, I get it. Like it's, I think when it came to a lot of the announcements, you had to either be, oh, I had no idea, this is a nice surprise, or I am hyped for this, I am waiting for this. So I was waiting for the Divinity, like the Divinity sequel. Well, it's basically the third game in the universe of Divinity that Larian is making. And that trailer was super gory, and I'm like, cool, I got to go back and finish the other Divinity games because I've played them, never finished them. And then Control, I was just like, I can't play Alan Wake. I don't like the gameplay and the type of very horror Alan Wake. I was waiting for more like hardcore, like action, like Control. So anyway, that trailer made me want to replay Control.
Nice. I Another game that was announced was the Star Wars. There was 2 Star Wars games, but the one in particular, Fate of the Old Republic.
Yes.
I feel like that should have been the last thing shown off.
That was great.
Because the
that
one
was so cool.
That looked really good. And then the one that was shown off at the end, I don't even know the name of it off the top of my head. That one looked like generic hero shooter. So, yeah, I feel like they messed that one up. They should have put, maybe they were really toting because it was the people who'd create Titanfall and things like that. But yeah. And then another one that like I felt was way overhyped, and then when we actually got to see it, was the Mega Man one. I don't know if you remember that. Jed came out and he was talking all this big game, and then you had like the orchestra start playing, and then you had this hallway, and we were all like betting on different things. I'm like, Dead Space, and someone else saying this, and then it went and it was Mega Man, and it looked like other Mega Mans, and I'm just like, that was a lot of hype for not much.
Yeah.
Basically the same game we've been getting for like, what, 30 years at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you mentioned the Tomb Raiders, but I was very confused about why they have 2 Tomb Raider games coming. One's supposed to be like a sequel to one of the like the first game or something, and then the other one's a sequel to the stuff we have now that's kind of in this mainline storyline. I don't know. That was confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, that trailer lingered on her ass so long. I was like, all right, we're back to sexy Lara Croft. Like, we're back to pandering to teenagers.
Which goes well back to the old, polygon boob Lara Croft from back in the day, if that's what they're leaning into. Some good, though. Orbital, I believe it was called. It looks like Ranma 1/2 in space, but a co-op game. Did you see that one?
Shortly. But I didn't look into it too much.
There wasn't a lot on it, but it had that old school anime early 90s vibes that I was like, this animation is gorgeous. That looked interesting, as well as the Free Shepherd, which people in chat were telling me go check out, and then I did go and check it out, and I'm like, yes, I do want to be a Australian sheepdog herding sheep. That's in like these magical Mystica vistas and whatnot.
That game looked really beautiful,
gorgeous.
Yeah,
gorgeous. We had an outside of the games and kind of like what is now becoming the tropes of the Game Awards. Flute Guy made an appearance again and played within the little, because they did like the. Before Game of the Award of the Game of the Year was announced, they had the orchestra play through like bits and pieces of each of their soundtrack, and I think they would cut away from Flute Guy and then back to Flute Guy like 3 or 4 times, and every time he had a different instrument, and one of them, I swear to God, was just PVC pipe being slapped together to make. It looked like I've never seen an instrument like that. That had to be just straight
every
up
other
PVC
flute.
piping.
I was just like, that looks like a flute I might not know, or like a piccolo or something. But when they cut to him like just rocking out with a PVC pipe, I was like, am I? Is this? And I was watching a VOD. I was like, did I click on the wrong link? Like, what am I watching?
I was more intrigued by the lady playing the sparkly keytar.
Yeah, that was so cool. The glitter keytar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the dude behind Flute Guy, which was like the percussion guy, like just with glasses guy, dude was into it.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah, he was. He was fun. They all stepped up their game because they were like, Flute Guy can't get all the the spotlight.
Yeah, he can't get all the notoriety. What about the rest of us?
That's right.
Anything else game-wise before we kind of jump into... We'll leave our betting for last, but we can get into kind of the awards and stuff. And there was a few news stories that kind of popped up after. Anything else game-wise, though?
No, I don't think so. I think that there's a lot of hype for what was coming, and then the ones that I mentioned before. And it was... Well, there was also just some... Like, the Studio Never Dies trailer was so weird. I was so confused by that. That was the one where it was developed by Capcom, where it's a bit of like Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Dragon's Dogma. But it's a zombie action RPG, but the trailer was basically all music. And like, I don't know. I was like, is this a game? I'm like, what is this game? I don't know. It was really weird. So I just thought I had to share that too.
On the news front of things that kind of happened at the same time, I've got an article from The Guardian. There was a protest outside of the Game Awards. The name of the article that I'm pulling this from: Our industry has been strip-mined. Video game workers protest at the Game Awards. Outside the lavish event, workers called to out the greed in the industry that has left games being sold for parts to make a few people a lot of money. So yeah, there was protesters outside. They were brandishing a lot of like Tombstone and other posters and things like that. The Tombstones had, one of them had 40,691 jobs lost between 2021 and 2025 in the game industry. But yeah, there were folks definitely outside protesting, which you kind of anticipate. They did not address it at all during the actual event.
Jeff never does. Jeff never wants to get political. Jeff is for sale. Jeff he goes around being like, I'm the one who put like Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox together in the same room. I'm like, bitch, they probably go out for drinks every week. Like, it's too small of an industry. But like, it shows you that the Game Awards are for sale. If you want to have like any kind of platform or whatever, they got rid of the future class as well.
Oh my God, I didn't realize that.
The website is gone.
Really? They did that for like, what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Why did they get rid of it?
I'm gonna think pressure because of the current administration.
What did they call it? Future
class from the Game Award.
Ew.
Looking it up now.
I don't like that.
On hold or discontinue with no new members named for recent years, including 2024 and 25. The official page removed from their site, leaving past honorees without a definitive archive and participants feeling undervalued. Organizers confirmed no active plans for the programming, focusing instead on existing members and evaluating future steps out of the 2024 show, but recent reports suggest they're unlikely to return.
And they used to fly these people out. So they would like make a list of basically of, diverse game makers, fly them out for them to look good, to be like diversity. But now that's like everybody's anti-DEI and anti-quote unquote quote. It feels like they're like, well, we don't need this. Yeah. This is bad publicity now, so we're getting rid of it because again, Jeff is for sale.
Participant concern. Past members reported feeling tokenized with concerns about promised networking and resources not materializing as detailed in a Guardian article and the AV Club report. That's too bad. It was actually kind of nice to say, there's an article for 2025, November 11th. We were effectively props, young stars.
Yeah.
Game. Wow, that's crazy.
That is honestly like... And sorry, I didn't want to like cut the story about the protests and whatever because like
no, it's fine.
This is like a very like lucrative industry, and the Game Awards shows you just how lucrative it is because again, it's a big like night of marketing, huge marketing. Like, and I don't mean that derogatively, like in the sense that yes, it's a good, it's a good exposure, and it's like spending money on that Super Bowl ad, right? It's really good. It's a good investment for games. And, but it is also like this award show is pretty clear that it is a marketing platform that they built themselves. So everything they did was for money in the sense of marketing. And, and if it doesn't serve them anymore, they're going to stop it. So no, they're not going to address like the layoffs. They're not going to address that there's layoffs all while these companies are still being very profitable. They're going to invite the CEOs, even though they're like giving themselves bonuses, all while laying off hundreds, if not thousands, of workers. They're not going to address it, and they're going to quietly close the future class program because right now in the United States, an anti-DEI sentiment is so much on the rise, and they want to keep making money.
It's too bad because that's how I discovered some content creators and things like that. And it's nice to honor those people who are like up and comers. You kind of want to know who to look out for because sometimes when you get to be of a certain age, you don't get to know all the cool people doing cool things, right? That are up and coming and stuff like that. And I really liked it. It's too bad.
Yeah.
Really too bad.
It's like, that's pretty much what can sum up so many things. But yeah, it's too bad that like it also just bled into like this industry, and it's just with all the stuff that happened and like what's gonna happen. It's so like disappointing that it got into this space as well, and I just hope that it comes back in some sort of form. It probably won't come back in the exact same form, but I do hope that once things change over and people, want to move into a different era, that like something like this can return. Like that's kind of what I hope for, is that it goes away, but then something better will replace it once we're past all this nonsense.
Yeah, agreed. The other big bit of news, of course, is the fact that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 swept the Game Awards. It didn't take away. It didn't take everything that they were nominated for, as they were nominated for 12, and that was the most in TGA history. But they got 9 awards. And one of the news stories that I did see pop up afterwards is that everybody is now playing that game following the Game Awards sweep, which is probably exactly what you want to have happen marketing-wise for people who didn't get the opportunity to check out a game to see like, oh, wow, that did make a lot of noise. Let me go check it out now. That's the kind of marketing that I want from this kind of an event.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the awards and the bets, we'll roll through all the categories really quickly in case you guys want to talk about them. First off, Best Performance was won by Jennifer English for Clair Obscur. We all had voted for Ben Starr, so none of us got that one. Best Art Direction went to Clair Obscur, which we voted for. Best Score Music went to Clair Obscur. We got that right. Best Ongoing Game, Joelle and I got that right. No Man's Sky. Best Mobile Game, none of us got correct. It went to I can't even say that. Pretty dirty.
Umusume?
Yeah. Interesting though. Wuthering Waves didn't win that one. That'll come up. That actually won for an award that was called that we actually didn't vote on. It was called Player's Voice, and apparently the reason it won so they say is because they had a huge campaign in game getting people to vote, and if they voted, they got extra stuff in game.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So, way to set yourself up for the win there.
Yeah. Best Adaptation. Kat, you took away the points there for Last of Us Season 2. Joelle and I thought that was going to go to a Minecraft movie, but it did not.
I sure did.
Best Narrative, we all thought right. Clair Obscur. What, Minecraft? Yeah, I am actually surprised. I think it's because of the big reveal that happens in the middle of The Last of Us season part 2. Yeah,
probably.
I mentioned Best Narrative, Clair Obscur. We got that right. Best Audio Design went to Battlefield 6. None of us got that. Best Independent Game went to Clair Obscur. None of us got that right because we were hoping it was going to go to either Hollow Knight or Blueprints, but that didn't happen.
No.
Best Community Sport went to Baldur's Gate 3. None of us got that one.
Who knows?
Yeah. Best Multiplayer, Arc Raiders. None of us got that right. But Joelle, now that you're playing Arc Raiders, does it make sense?
It does now. It's very good.
I think it was a good plan of action, Kat, to guess that Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to get most anticipated game. Yeah. I think that was smart. Joelle and I tried to spice up life a little bit, but we should have known better.
That's true.
Content Creator of the Year, Moist Critical. Kat, you and I voted that. Apparently, he even said, "Don't vote for me." He didn't want to be part of it. And,
too bad.
There you go. Best Debut Indie Game went to Clair Obscur. That was me and Joelle that voted that one. Kat attempted that one with Blueprints. Best Role Playing Game. Me and Joelle got that one for Clair Obscur. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Sorry, Kat. They didn't take anything home. Best Action Adventure Game went to Hollow Knight Silk Song. Another one for me and Joelle. Best Action Game went to Hades 2. I got that one. Best Fighting Game went to Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. None of us bet on that one. We all went Mortal Kombat. We got it wrong. Innovation and Accessibility went to Doom the Dark Ages. None of us voted for that.
I didn't I had no idea.
Yeah, probably the most surprising one of the entire set. Best family game went to Donkey Kong Bonanza instead of Mario Kart World. The fuck?
Boo.
Best Sim strategy game went to Final Fantasy Tactics: The Avalis Chronicles. None of us bet on that one. Best sports/racing game, Mario Kart World. That's where it got its award, and we all bet on that. Best esports team, Joelle had that with Team Vitality for Counter-Strike 2. Best game direction went to Claire Obscure. We all got that right. Best esports athlete, none of us got right. That went to Chovy. Best esports game, Joelle got it right with Counter-Strike 2. Game of the year, Claire Obscure. All three of us got that. And for the two that we forgot about and then went back and voted on 2 weeks later, best VR, Midnight Walk. I had that one. And then games for Impact, South of Midnight. That was Joelle. So, what does that mean? Folks, we have a tie. Catherine had 9 right. Joelle and I tied at 13.
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. You know what? We did pretty good.
I think so.
You know?
Given that Claire, it's like, could Claire Obscure win everything? I was like, well, maybe, but I don't know. I just thought, given all the choices,
they won everything except audio.
We
basically.
did the
pretty much,
yeah. On the community bets that we had going, we had a tie as well. Darth and Patrick tied with 21 guesses. Correct.
Yeah, it was quite a bit.
Yeah.
Pat, how do you do it every year? Every year. They just have their finger on the zeitgeist of what people are gonna do, like, every year. And then so then Darth was right on his heels. So and we actually had quite a few people participating. So thanks everyone for participating. But maybe you should sweet talk Pat next year to see if he can help you with some hints, because he's really good at this.
Yeah, he is. Did he win last year too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Congrats, Pat. All right. Well, that closes out the show for another week. If you are curious about any of the topics, the stories and things that we talked about, especially after the Game Awards, if you're curious about reading up on more of that, we'll have that in the show notes on girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Catherine, for putting that together for us. As always, if you can rate and review this podcast wherever you are consuming it, that'd be much appreciated. Why? It helps with discovery, pushes us up in the rankings, and any comments you leave help us build our show. This is the moment where I ask the crew to shout out their social media handles so you can follow them anywhere and everywhere online. Catherine, where can people find you?
I am CSDSBINS on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads. But you can always find me in the Girls on Games Discord. That's where I like to hang out nowadays.
Joelle, where can people find you?
People can find me on Instagram at JoelleLauren87, on Blue Sky at Joelle Lauren, but always hanging out with the Girls on Games Discord. Come and say hi.
And I am Leah Jew, our most social media platforms, but of course you want to know everything there is to know about Girls on Games. You can track us down at The Girls on Games on X and Facebook. Just Girls on Games, know that in there on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. Discord.me/Girls on Games to continue conversation and more. But of course, if you ever need to know anything at all, you can track it down at our home base. That's our website, girlsongames.ca. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Joelle. It's been another lovely week and year in video games. A little programming note, we will be coming back with one episode, our annual game night, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break and then come back with our thoughts about the year that was 2025. Until then, everybody, enjoy your break, be safe, be healthy. We'll be back with another holiday show very soon, and excited to go play more Minecraft right now. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.